The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy Wit Todd, man. We are back for another episode. Listen, we about to have a good one. I know it's about to be funny. I know everybody got something crazy to say about this damn Drake album, but we gonna get right into it because we're here now. Everybody else been rambling about it, giving bad reviews, good reviews, just everything. So, all right, gentlemen, what's going on? Telly, what's going on? Mel, Miles, Jack, what's up?
Mel, Miles. Okay, what's up, though, Todd? I never heard no one give any good review of these albums.
Okay, got you. How y'all fellas doing, man? Y'all all right?
Wait. Oh, unplug the plug. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the plug.
There we go. I heard somebody. What's up?
Got some bones to pick, man.
You said what?
Before we get into the Drake album, which I'm happy to probably be on the opposite side of you guys.
Oh, okay.
And not a lot, but probably a few things. I do got a couple bones to pick before we get into it, though.
What's up?
The BET Male Hip Hop Artist nominations came out
Yeah.
recently. And I'm kind of upset that I don't see no Wale or Jid on here.
Yeah,
Great albums.
they did.
They probably didn't meet the deadline.
They should have, because G and X came out last year. I mean, the year before.
Are you talking about Kendrick?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Kendrick. Wale album dropped last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jid
so
dropped last year too, right?
earlier last year too.
Who is Jid?
He's J. Cole's artist.
I never heard of him.
He's good. He make better music than J. Cole.
I threw Jid in there just because, but I think he should be on there. But Wale definitely should be on here. And this shit pissing me off. BET, y'all need to get y'all shit together.
Yeah.
BET need to get their shit together. I'm pissed at Complex too. Y'all bitches at Complex, I don't know who the fuck is doing shit up there, and excuse my language, because I don't usually use profane language like this, but y'all get y'all shit together too. Because Wale is definitely, and him not being on the top 100 rappers today or right now is crazy. It's wild. Somebody needs to be fired, bro. Somebody needs to lose their job.
Gina Views was talking about that on what's the name of that show? Effective Immediately. That Gina Views was going off about that Complex list, and it's terrible. They don't ever want to give him his shine. But and on top that off, he made a better album than Cole and Drake put together. So it's crazy.
Well, the problem is we need to have other outlets.
Yeah.
I mean, Mel, maybe you need to come out with the Mel's report. You know what I mean? The Mel report, and it come out every quarter. You know what I mean? Because instead of us making the comments, I mean, no offense, not that we're complaining in a bad way, but even saying something, we just need to come up with our own and then make that be the thing.
That would be dope.
You know what I mean?
That would be dope. That would definitely be dope.
That shit is atrocious. It's terrible, bro. Like, for him not to be on there is bullshit. Now the Drake. Well, let's get on to Drake, I guess.
Okay, I mean, hey, what's going on, bro?
Yo,
Sacramento.
Yo,
what
Jack.
up, though?
Oh, there you go.
What up, though?
What's going on?
So,
Yeah.
man, I had to get some open-mindedness here,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm probably a little more neutral than I was at first. Because if anybody checks my social media over the years, I have been one of the harshest, vitriolic diabolical critics of Mr. Aubrey Graham.
Well,
But today, I'm a little neutral.
well, honestly, if you look like Drake Bin Laden right now, uh,
Drake Bin Laden. What the hell?
if Drake went in the
Nah,
hiding, that's what he would look like.
Don't look nothing
I
like
don't
that.
look
Drake,
like Drake.
if Drake shaved his beard, he looked like a puppet. He don't look like no fucking puppet.
Like the one of the old puppets off of the
Yeah, like, yeah.
I'm just joking with you, bro. Welcome in, man. You smoking, so I was like, I think you could took a joke, so I was cool with it.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good, brother. That's what we do. Hey, ask them. Ask B. That's what we do.
All the time.
That's
We
what,
joke.
you know,
We kids. We joke.
I don't see how anyone could be new. I don't see how he right there. I don't see how anyone could be neutral about this Drake album.
Why is that?
Well, I'm being neutral, very sarcastically. This is gonna
Okay.
be very.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
let's get to it.
Because I could have made a better album with one of his budgets, and I did all three of them albums.
No.
That's what my problem is.
Yeah,
I did not expect this from a guy with this big of a budget.
Man.
I was not expecting this. This sounded like a Band Lab album. Not to
Man.
say that a Band Lab album is bad, because there's a lot of dope artists over there, but that's literally what it sounded like, and I was confused because I'm expecting big budget sound, and I'm hearing
Man.
Band Lab.
Man, my AI did better than that album, bro. I'm being very honest with you.
So
That's what it sounded like.
Did you listen to? I know you said all three, but did you really like listen to Iceman like more than once, or just listen to it
Man,
once?
first of all, I couldn't get past the fake Michael Jackson cover. I think the whole artistry of making an album should be giving us a storyline.
Yeah,
There was no storyline.
there was a crybaby line.
It was just nobody want to take my. He sound like a bitch.
Yeah,
Pretty much. He sound like a bitch.
pretty much. My biggest issue with that album is that he had 1 to 2 songs to get all his shit off his chest about the beef. But even then, that would be pushing it because you already bowed out of the beef when you made your last record. So after that, my guy, you should have just shut up and just kept it pushing. But this is why I can't really respect him. So if I can't really respect somebody, I can't
listen.
I can't listen to their music.
I don't blame you.
I know a fake blood right now. You know, I can't listen to his music because I know he a fake blood. So when I know somebody sitting up here. when I know somebody sitting up here,
blood right now.
yeah, I can't listen to his music. He stay dropping some shit, and it's just like I can't take you serious.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, Miles, but I think
No, go
that's
ahead.
where we messing up. I think that's where we messing up with Aubrey. We messing up because we come from a place in hip hop where this shit is serious.
Yeah.
Niggas done died about this shit.
yeah,
True.
And we take it way too serious. And so, in order for us to even discuss Aubrey as a rapper, we have to take all of that weight off of it. And we have to just take it at face value.
he put it on himself though.
But I think what we fail to realize is this has been Drake since nothing was the same. And we're being honest, since before Take Care, and maybe a little bit in Take Care, but nothing was the same as like when you realize, okay, Drake is super petty, he's really emotional, and he takes digs. I think the first song on the album, which is Make Them Cry, kind of sounds introspective. It sounds like he's gonna dig deep, and he even references people saying, "Listen, you need to dig deeper. Give the people what they want to hear. Tell them the story that they want to hear. Tell them what they want to know." And he talks about that, but it never really gets there. Like, bro, I think he has a problem transitioning out of that person who's emotional or that person who's been petty, that person who's just been a womanizer and unable to maintain relationships, friendships, or otherwise. So it's like, bro, this person is having a hard time, and he talks about aging battling aging. Like, you know, when you get older, you usually mature. So he
Yeah.
said, I'm battling aging. I'm almost 40. I'm battling aging, but he don't know how to make that transition out of that pettiness into like being somebody who can
Being an
drop
adult.
a
Yeah.
4-4. You mean a 444, which is Jay Z's most adult album. You know what I'm saying? Like his most, you know what I mean, introspective and personal album. Like we're never gonna get that from Drake because Drake has a hard time making that transition because he's always been either either like a guest in hip hop, feeling like he's a guest in hip hop, or somebody who's playing a role in hip hop. But
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
been
See,
it
but
for years
but
because he
that's
can
the
never be
problem.
himself.
That's the problem, though. Not only is he a guest in hip hop, he had a silver spoon since the beginning, and now he's just a rapping Peter Pan.
Ooh.
So
Good one.
he don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah.
And the way I see it, I'm sorry, I'm about to be 42 next month. I cannot listen to this guy, bro. And I know he 40 or close to it, whatever the case may be. He makes some immature music. Just recently, Jack sent me some people's songs, samples of their songs, and they all sound similar to Drake or XXX Testosterone or whatever his name was. God rest his soul. But they all sound like him. But you know what's even worse? They sound better than him being him than he does. And it's horrible.
Yeah,
And they are all teenagers.
Yeah.
yeah. I think Drake is the perfect example of grow the fuck up. I mean, if grow the fuck up was a person, has to be Drake. Overall, I'm talking about in the music and the lyrics. This is a guy probably have nothing else. He have done everything,
Yeah.
and he really, he didn't even bring up his child. You know what I mean? It's like the joy of his child and the love of his mother wasn't even present in none of these records.
No, because that came up in Scorpion because Pusha T put it out there.
Yeah. So, but this is the point in time where, when you're an artist, you need to really console yourself spiritually in your music.
Yeah.
And I think people need to know this is the direction I'm going in, and no one.
Well, I think
Drake's
this
not
is where we messing up at. This is exactly where we messing up at. Like y'all address that he's a guest in hip hop, so he's really a pop artist that does perform rap.
Yeah.
So what it is we're putting too heavy of a standard on him as an artist, period. Like we need to put him in the same lane as Coolio. And you know what I'm saying? Guys like that made, I mean, nothing wrong with Coolio at all.
No,
No,
they,
no,
They got
no.
that class
no,
clap.
they definitely.
But
They got something in common. Coolio dead, and so is Drake career. Listen, I'm just saying. But the bottom line is, when you are an artist, you still an artist, and you still got to grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, not Christina Aguilera. What's the Britney Spears?
Yeah.
She couldn't even grow the fuck up, so she can't even come out with shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to grow up as an artist. I don't give a fuck whether you a pop, rap, hip hop, Snuggie Bug, or a gospel artist. You gotta grow the fuck up.
Yeah. I agree, man. I definitely agree. I just wish he would have just left that beef shit alone. And if he was gonna address it, not address it throughout the whole album. Like, I thought that was crazy. Like, bro, that took away from his what could it been, basically, to me. Because everybody told him come with the slaps. Now, everybody was saying come with the slaps. You said he put himself in the box?
Yeah.
That's where he messed up in the first place, sitting there trying to go at these real MCs with this MCing because you weren't in that lane. You were in Coolio lane. You were in Lil Zane's lane. You were in Bow Wow's lane.
He said Lil Zane.
You know?
Bow Wow.
I mean, nothing wrong with these artists because we need this variety as far as the whole genre of music. But as far as us being hardcore hip hop listeners, no, we not listening to that shit.
Yeah, because I didn't even listen to Bow Wow. Only reason why I heard about him or knew about him was because of 106 in Park. So you're right.
I only heard when Bow Wow came out with them Stevie Wonder beats. I was done. When he did the Stevie Wonder beat, you remember that video?
I remember that shit.
I said I'm done. I don't even want to watch it no more. I didn't watch him no more. I'm not gonna lie.
But ultimately, you're right, Jack. Like he is in that lane. It just even Bow Wow rapping more mature than him, and I just happened to see a freestyle where he was talking some shit. But it was just like
They the
damn,
same age.
I know, but you can't tell. You can't tell by the music. And I don't listen to Bow Wow. I'll just come across a freestyle or something. Even he's talking about some mature shit.
Listen, Drake probably never did nothing outside of what he needed to do ever in his life. And
that's what problem. That's the problem you having.
And Bow Wow at least done something wrong.
Oh yeah,
you feel me?
He did a lot wrong.
He did something wrong. I mean, Drake don't even got a DUI. You know what I mean? It's just he's a clean cut person.
Yeah,
he's an actor who turned into an artist, who turned into this phenom, who turned into this bitch. So when it boils down to it, he never done nothing. He haven't experienced nothing that was obscure of his regular life of being a star.
That's true.
So,
but these are the kind of guys that the producers wanted, though.
You're right.
All the time, while I'm dealing with producers, that's the kind of rapper they always wanted. Because producers really don't like rap. I mean, when it comes down to it, the only people really like rap are us as the hardcore listeners. In the music business, they don't like rap. Producers don't like rap. Nobody really likes real rap for real. So this surface level stuff that this guy making is exactly their vision. This is why he got the push from a lot of people that he got, was because this was what they wanted. This is what they were looking for.
I think we as consumers want the slaps, and I think we've come to expect a certain thing from Drake, but we also want Drake to exceed our expectations, and that's never gonna happen. Like we know what we're gonna get from Drake, and to be honest, the flows. I'm not gonna say the flows, but the rhymes are dope for the most part. They're not. The only bad thing about it is you're trying to revisit these topics and you're not really like addressing them. You're taking shots, but you're not addressing what's going on. Drake
The nigga got a song. The nigga got a song called "Ran to Atlanta." Like, come on, man.
I think Drake is.
It's like you're leaning into a lot of the shit that a lot of people were saying. Like Kendrick was saying, like, yeah, you run to Atlanta when you need a slap. Then you made a song called.
He was trying to make Kendrick quotes seem petty,
right? Or seem like he was lying.
Yeah. So here's what I say. He reminded me of a guy who said, "Come on, let's buck, right?"
Yeah.
And then turn sideways and fight you.
Or close the refrigerator door with his hip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the whole Tom Cruise dancing in your drawers and slide across the floor.
Man.
Anyway, I won't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I wouldn't be surprised if we redo that video. But at the same time, Drake is not. I told people a long time ago, he's not a good artist. He's one of those people who he's made. The industry made him, and the industry killed him.
Yeah. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that, after this album or these albums, we just touching on Iceman, but do y'all think he gonna be able to make something better moving forward?
No.
Mel? Mel, what you think, bro?
I didn't hear the question. I try to put my stuff on. Do not disturb me. It's still talking. I don't know how.
We don't hear.
I can't even. We can't even hear you, bro. Is it your headphone?
You in the Bluetooth? I think he in that Bluetooth.
Oh,
it got
okay.
him messed up.
Yeah, it got you sounding like you far away.
No.
Just a little shaky. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, but go ahead, man. Miles, what was you about to say?
I would say this. Drake is a person who won't quit until he do. So he's going to be 43 years old with a hit record, right? When he becomes 43, he's going to realize all his mistakes. He's going to come out with a rock band.
Oh, shit.
He gonna have to
he gonna tap into that white side.
Yeah, he
okay.
gonna have to be into a boys band or a rock band. Trust me. He can't make it in rap no more.
Yeah. Well, me personally, battle aside, Well, no, I can't even say that because with the battle came the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Without that lawsuit, he might have been able to bounce back better than what he did.
Yeah, you can't bitch up, you can't cry bitch, man, if you start a fight.
Like you start a fight, you get punched. If I started a fight with somebody, I got punched in the face, I'm not filing charges on the guy. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not about to file charges. I'm gonna take my L, or I'm gonna keep trying to fight until I win. It's gonna be one or the other. But I'm not about to get this person locked up because I started a fight and he punched me first.
Listen, Dre is
bruh. Go ahead, Miles.
Dre,
Miles. Y'all cool.
Drake or Aubrey or Barbary. He need to call him Barbary. He acting like a real bra. He acting like a real bitch. In essence, when it comes down to anyone who has this much money, this much leeway, he had this much brain to out trick, get to do all 3 of his albums, release them under the label, and then try to sell his catalog and his whole life for $2 billion. He's smart enough to understand he need to just chill, do other things.
Go back to acting.
One thing I learned about people, if you don't invest into other people, I mean, come on, who has Drake investing into?
You know what? I never watched Degrassi one day in my life, bro.
Degrassi.
But one thing I will say is from little clips that I've seen, he's acting like that character.
Yeah.
He pitched the guy on the ass and smiled at him, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like, dog, I'm sorry. You know how somebody just can't get away from a gay role,
like Cosby.
Yeah, nobody can really get away from that. Only person that really got away from it was Will, and that's sort of.
Well, and maybe Jamie Foxx, but
yeah.
But the point you're making is clear. Drake can't run from his past no matter what he do because he keep bringing it back up.
There you go.
And it's on him.
And people, I got to say, man, people who live in the past don't have no future. And I'm sorry, Drake, but like this Iceman. I heard people liking the dance album better than Iceman.
I can see why.
Yeah, I see why. I definitely see why.
I mean, and the dance album terrible. I mean, the dance album was terrible.
Yeah, man.
I mean, again, I can make a better album with one of his budgets, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up, you know what I mean? With a good hot 11 songs, at least I'm gonna have 4 or 5 bangers.
Yeah.
To me, it sound like he made a song. They took it out. They took the beat out, ran it through Suno, and then dropped those changes right back into the song over the vocals.
There you go. And they probably did.
And it don't, and really it's not making up for the. I mean, listen, man. For Coolio, is some dope bars. But for a dude that just got finished listening to It Was Written earlier, hey, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, okay, we need it though. I think the game needs it because it needs the variety of this is this and you can do this.
He remind me if Young MC would have had a booster shot. That's what the album sounded like.
Damn, dog.
That's the album sound. I mean, we got it, man. I don't see how nobody don't see this shit. He don't want to go down as the worst artist, but he is going to probably be the most non-imitated rapper ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I mean? Nobody want to be like him.
No. And you know what's crazy? The only fucking rapper I heard giving him his props and praises was Jim Jones.
Oh, both of them bitches, though.
Well, yeah, Jim Jones is the Fed.
Yeah,
so
he's the Fed.
Yeah, man, that's the only person I've seen just flawlessly gave him his props.
That's because of the money, though.
Yeah.
That's because of the money. Because once they find out the deal that Mr. Aubrey is doing, matter of fact, that's his name for the rest of the. Thank you very much, Jack.
Mrs. Aubrey.
Ms. Aubrey. Miss Aubrey Jackson. Come to the front of the congregation as the bitch that you are. Hold on. No, they won't work on this. I tried to do the dog face. It didn't do that. But no, I mean it's terrible. I don't even hear nobody talking about how anything is good on none of those albums.
Nah, I like I said, I seen somebody say the dance album was better. That's it.
You know,
Other than that, I haven't seen nothing. I haven't even been seeing TikToks of anybody dancing to nothing.
man, nobody.
That's how you really know this album is I ain't seen one TikTok.
I didn't even see this going on. You know what I mean? So, not one. I ain't seen one TikTok. I ain't seen a Facebook post, but Drake with sad face and
Hey, listen, shout out to Telly because she couldn't even get past 2 songs.
Shit,
And
Telly could get past 2
Yeah,
songs.
and I thought she was gonna really show him some Scorpio love, considering. But yeah, she couldn't even do it.
Hold on, Drake and Scorpio?
Yes.
I'm killing myself. There's no way in the world he's a Scorpio. He can't be. He must be a bitch Scorpio.
October
Scorpio. He a bitch Scorpio.
Not too much.
I mean, sorry, he's a broad. Watch it.
Hey,
Shady
so
birthday.
like,
October.
The 29th. That's what I said, not too much.
Okay, that's crazy.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jack.
I mean, I at least got to track 11. It took me 3 tries, but I got to track 11.
How many times did you fall asleep and wake up?
I'm proud of you.
No,
To
you
get-
mean no? How many times did okay, the first time I was in a dazed, confused state. Like, really? This is where the bar? No, I was just sitting there like I was dazed because I'm like, this is where the bar is at. Wow. And
You know,
I'm
yeah.
listening, and I'm listening, and I had to stop it. I had to go do something.
That's
I
crazy.
really didn't have to go do something. I had to get up and do something so I wouldn't go crazy. Then I went back, started it over, and then I started really listening. And when he was like, "It's like to my mother, I'm her father, and I'm raising my big brother, and that's my dad." Like what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, and even in the shit that was supposed to be witty or double entendres, it was very shallow. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed, and his fan base love him, and that's cool. But his fan base has to understand that, man, we not looking for that over here in hardcore hip hop world. That we not looking for that. So
Yeah.
you can't sit and try to force feed us that. I mean, you haven't even seen as much glizzy gobbling on them as much as you usually do.
Nah.
Did you say glizzy goblin?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that mean dick sucking?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to get the language together, Jack. So what I'm saying
Man,
is,
the one that gets me is I know MCs personally that sit up online arguing with people about how good this guy is, and they 20 times better than him. And I don't get it.
That you know what we
But
have.
that might be the thing too, though. That might be the thing. People understand like how good Drake could be. But this is the thing about Drake that we're failing to see. But it's not something that he has to take on. It's just something that he has taken on. Drake feels like he has to make songs for everybody. You
no,
can drop 3 albums. You
I
made
don't.
one R&B album essentially. You made one where you essentially all doing all rap, and then you made one that was a dance album. And I think for the last however many albums, he's kind of like tried to mix all of those into those albums and feed it to the people to try to feed his various audiences. But with this, I feel like if you're gonna make a hip hop album where you're trying to and while you're trying to re-ingratiate yourself into the hip hop culture, or you're trying to come back, make a comeback, you might want to sit down and really, do the album, like focus on the album. You're gonna take 2 years away, go ahead, take 2 years away and do this album. Then come back and go ahead and do your R&B albums
He
and
had
your
two
dance albums.
years.
Yeah,
He had 2 years.
But that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah, but
had 2 years, but you
he wasted it. It was what Mel is saying. He wasted it. He wasted his time off. Like you gonna take
and
two.
you could have
Yeah, you gonna take some time off. Make some quality music.
All I'm saying is,
I don't
again,
think he had to do any of it. I don't think he had to do any of it. I think he should have just went ahead,
and did live his
did
life.
his cool, lived his life, did his thing,
Fact.
and leave these rappers alone.
Yes.
yeah.
Leave these rappers alone. Leave it alone.
KRS
You don't
One
even
said
have
it.
to do that.
KRS-One said it.
But
Karras once said it a year and a half, 2 years ago. Like, listen, he said, bottom line, Drake just need to come back. I mean, not Karras-One, LL Cool J. Drake just need to come out and do him. Don't focus on beefing. Don't just focus on doing music.
That's how he lost himself right there. He lost him. Like when I heard that the first time I heard the album, I was listening to it in my headphones, and I wasn't really like. I was doing stuff while I was listening to it because Lord knows I just couldn't sit there.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't clean up shit because you just misplacing everything.
I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing, but what I do know is the second time I listened to it, I was in the car, and I was like, Jesus Christ, Kendrick Lamar really psychologically fucked this boy up.
And I don't think Kendrick did it. I think he did it to himself.
He did because he didn't have to engage with Kendrick.
Right. Well, he didn't have to. First of all, no one just didn't engage with Kendrick. He did not have to put himself in a position to get shut down. Whenever you're running a race and you keep saying you're a faster runner and you keep fucking losing, you're not the best runner in the race.
Yeah.
And that's what LL Cool J kept saying when in his interviews. He said, I just knew what I had to do with everybody he battled. He wasn't even like he murdered the people decided who murdered him.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he battled Ice-T, Kumo,
Cannabis.
He battled all these people and he was just doing him.
Right.
You know what I mean? When Modi came back with the logic, people were like, that was cool, but it was lazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then they started saying, old man messing with a young dude, he lost. But the truth of the matter is, LL just never responded back to the responses that he got. He kept it moving.
Yeah, and that's all
I
he had to
think,
do.
yeah, I think that's where Drake kind of messed up. And Drake, like in reference to what you were saying about the races, maybe you need to stop trying to run the sprint. It's okay to do the long distance run because
Yeah.
if we're talking about long distance, we talk about longevity. Drake been in here since 2009 and he's still relevant. We having a whole podcast show dedicated to Iceman, and this is 2026.
Yeah.
So like the race isn't it's a turtle race. You ain't gotta run a sprint. You ain't gotta run a 60-yard.
You never
Yes,
have
you
to.
can go ahead and run a 2 mile or whatever you got to do to get to the finish line. But I think what Drake failed to see is it's not serious. It's a battle. You're taking this way too serious. You're
It's
beefing
ego.
with LeBron James and
Thank you.
DeMar DeRozan. Why?
Thank you, bro.
Why?
Do y'all? And I'm glad you said that, Mel. Thank you, bro. Because that's another thing I want to touch on. How do y'all feel about rappers dissing people that don't rap?
I think they become bullies.
Okay.
You become a bully. And overall, like I tell people, your character gonna tell a lot about who you are.
Yeah.
Drake has never put nobody up. You know what I mean? And like I keep trying to tell people, those is considered great. That's why LL Cool J career went up with a peak because he never put nobody up neither. And the fact when luckily he went into the movies, so his career was never in question.
Well, see, Drake, but you got to see, Drake would never do that because he wants to be a princess too. See, he'll never do for him what Lil Wayne did for him.
Yeah, but that's my point.
Yeah, he'll never do that.
But that's my point. If you don't pull nobody with you, bro, you have a long force to reckon with. But that's why you got Jay-Z. Jay-Z can say, shit, he did this.
Yeah.
And he got a record. People who done that got a record, they have a record. And you got a crew, you got a squad that's going to back you. You know what I mean? Even though Lil Wayne, I ain't going to say he's the best, one of the best lyricists, but he's not the best songwriter ever.
No,
he probably made 2 songs a person ever going to be able to say, I like that song. You know what I mean? Other than that, you have moments and pieces. So what I'm saying, when it comes to Drake has no squad that he brought with him.
Yeah.
So he has no.
That's why I think he needs to ride his wave. I mean, like Missy Elliott. You know, Missy dope. We don't say nothing bad about Missy, but Missy wasn't out here battling Nas either.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, he should have, man. Yeah, I wish he would have just focused on what he know best and what he does best, but with some maturity along with it.
Man,
that would have been a better
But
album.
also, I think that's what he did for real. If I'm breaking it, and I listened to it 3 times. I'm gonna be honest. I listened
Damn,
to it
you
three
wish you got
times,
your time
and
back, don't you? You want your time back.
well, yeah.
You really want your time back. I get it. You
And
pleading
that's
for
not
God for
even
your.
counting.
See,
Yeah,
he
that's
pleading
not
to
even
God
counting the
right now. He
other
like,
album.
God, I just want my time back. Go ahead.
But I listened to it three times, and I think what Drake did is what Drake does. I'm not going. He didn't, and I'm. I don't think he did anything other than what we've come to know Drake to do, and that's
Mm.
probably the problem.
That
That's
is the
probably the
problem.
problem.
That's exactly it's too
If,
predictable. It was too
yeah, if
predictable.
I'm listening, I think what Drake did was he came on this first track, which is the opening track called "Make Them Cry," and it's like and it's saying like I'm gonna dig deeper for y'all, and he never did it. It's like
Yeah.
you sold a soap with
And,
Yeah.
hair gel on it. Like,
and
bro,
look,
it's not dope, man.
he
You're
bitched
not
up,
gonna
man.
trick us with this shit.
He straight
And
up
it's
bitched
like
up.
at 40, bro, you got to take some responsibility for your part. That's what I didn't like about it.
Yeah.
You pointed out everything that everybody else did. What's your part in this shit?
I think the
Why is Rick Ross like? Why is all these people beefing with you, bro? Give us your side, because we know everybody else's side. We know what Kendrick and what everybody else say about this,
If
bro.
y'all
You
was,
got an opportunity with 18 songs to say, "This is what I did. This is my part in it," and you can't
listen.
take no responsibility. Some
I got a
female shit.
question. I got a question for y'all. If y'all was in charge or could be behind on
Ooh, yeah. Go
no,
ahead. Go ahead.
listen, could have been behind the scenes on the producer side and just somebody in the room with Drake talking to him about what to talk about. How would Iceman sound to y'all?
You know what I would have did?
What's
I
that?
would have got Ayana Von Zion to interview him like he's in the therapy session, and ask him, so what do you think you had nowadays? You know what I mean?
And then got him to rap?
And then got into the song, right?
That would have been fire.
And then would have brought the shit out differently because one thing about Drake, I could tell no one helped him on this album.
No, he didn't have no.
The-
No, he
the-
didn't even have help for them label.
it wasn't no A&R involved, no
Nope.
nothing. And what happens is when you get caught up in yourself, you think you're right all the time. That's why you need people who are going to tell you that you're not right. That's why it's better for you to have people around you that's smarter than you. I've never been in a situation where I was the smartest person in the room. I might have been the best thinker, but I was never the smartest person.
That's real.
And I think Drake need to have somebody say, "Listen, man, why don't you make this album like that? Let's bring this out." In the dance album, he could have said, "Listen, I'm sorry, Ayana, but I really got to go release some stress. I'll be back."
Right.
And it could have released to a whole nother album. You know what I mean? However it may be. But these are the things about creativity. Just because you're good don't mean you're creative.
That's real.
Yeah, I
Jack,
don't
Jack,
think Drake lacks creativity.
Jack, what about you? What would you have done different for Iceman?
He like told her not to do it. Go
Slow,
ahead, Jack.
slow the tempo down. Um, got him to making more on an R&B sound, more of a neo soul sound. I think he should have did what Jack Harlow did and called it the shit.
Okay.
All right,
That's
that's what's
dope.
If
up.
he just made Jack Harlow's album and called it the shit, threw a couple raps here and there, and did his thing, and told niggas, "Hey man, this is what I do, and y'all leave me the fuck alone. I'm out of it. Y'all had y'all little rap money." That's what I would have been in this year saying.
That's a very interesting take. That's dope, bro.
Dope.
Yeah. What about you, Mel?
He just fell asleep trying to get his time back. Trying to get his time
uh, introspection, man. Come on, man. Introspection.
Yeah.
That should be the theme of this album. Not pointing fingers, bro.
Yeah.
Dig deep, bro. Really, if you're saying dig deep, and like Miles said, man, bro, you might want to listen to your therapist instead of fucking lusting after her.
Yeah.
Bro, this album says that you got a real problem with
Damn.
women. You got a real problem with accountability. You got a real problem with accepting that you may be the issue, bro. If there's Why are you beefing with John Morant, DeMar DeRozan, and LeBron James, bro? Like these niggas are NBA stars. Like, bro, they ain't got
And they
nothing
will
to do.
beat your
They're
ass, more
consumers.
importantly.
Like, bro, they're consumers. Like, you're mad at LeBron James because he likes Kendrick Lamar. Also, you want him to just only like Drake and that's it.
Well, and
Drake got a million
oh,
ops.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, look, he's a Lake. LeBron is in L.A. I mean, for him not to even want to consider to like Kendrick,
Come on, man.
you be kind of dumb. You know what
That's
I
Yeah,
what I'm
mean?
that is,
saying. I guess politics too and that too. But I'm just saying, like, LeBron has always came off as a fan of hip hop. Whenever
yes.
you think about
A good
LeBron,
music, true.
Yeah,
you
I
see him,
agree.
you all his little videos where he in the locker room listening to certain things. He's breaking songs. He broke T Grizzly's he helped T Grizzly break First Day Out.
Yeah,
Really,
Yeah.
people got hip to that because of LeBron. So
yeah.
he loves the game, like he loves music. So I'm not gonna you're not gonna stop me from listening to Not Like Us just because we cool. Like, bro, it's a and everybody else isn't taking it as serious as you are. That should be a sign. And he's
Yeah.
talking on the album. On the album, he's saying people in his own camp is still listening to the music,
Yeah,
and they even leaning towards his like, bro, you're taking this way too serious, bro.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
here, we're from Toronto. We fuck with you. We got your back, but it don't mean that I'm gonna not listen to Kendrick Lamar. I'm not gonna listen to Ross. I'm not gonna
Exactly.
listen to anybody else, bro. You're taking it way too serious. Burning Bridges is a song about ASAP Rocky. It's 3 minutes, it's 4 minutes long. You got a whole song about ASAP Rocky,
Uh,
baby
uh,
mama not posting him, and all this other. You're a troll, bro. You're 40 years old. You're doing young people shit, bro. Grow up, get introspective, get in that room, get in a mirror, and look at yourself and dig deep and really see what you need to change about yourself and let it come to the surface if you're an artist. But
Yeah.
this proves to me that that Drake isn't an artist, bro.
no, he's
He's a
not.
rapper. He's a singer.
He's a plant.
He's a plant
You
for sure.
make you make
B.
music, but you don't create, bro. You're not a
He
god. You're not. You don't have that
he
god ability to create from nothing.
he the type of nigga be getting pussy right now. Just about to put some. Hold on, I gotta go to the studio. You know what I mean? Because he's frightened of getting somebody getting ahead of him. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you ever heard about him be doing nothing in the past 2 years? He ain't been nowhere, bro. He ain't been to a game, courtside. He ain't done nothing.
Yeah. And I'm glad he ain't at no more games because I get tired of him mean mugging basketball players
Yeah,
that he not gonna
for,
do
for
nothing to.
what?
Like he
Nothing
weird.
to.
He weird.
Like you
If I
told DeMar DeRozan to get out the city. Like you, when you come to visit, you better leave after your game. Like shut up. You
and
made
this
a whole
goes
song
back to
about
what
that shit. Shut up.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Like I get where Kendrick Lamar was coming from when he said that.
He
Like
said
no,
that?
yeah. Oh, you come on, man. I know you heard Euphoria.
No. Oh yeah, I did
Yeah, I
hear
like
that.
Yeah,
Drake with
come
the
on.
melodies.
Euphoria is probably my favorite diss out of the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that
so
was the
Hey,
AI. Okay.
the one that gets me is it's like you whine. It's like, okay, as a man, where is it okay to
Yeah,
take 4 or 5 songs straight
18.
complaining? No, I'm talking about the first five. Where do you spend the first 5 songs just complaining about other men that ain't day ones in the narcissistic ass music business, whom we're only using you as for your proximity to the business? Dog, move on, man. I was how old was I? How old were we? How old were we? We were 18 when
yeah.
Buddy was on the song. I said his name. Reed's my baby. Love that brother. But I put them together. He jumped on the song with me. He was dope on the end of it. I told the engineer, run it back, take our vocals off, let him do a freestyle on it. Fuck it, let's get him a mixtape together. Go, get him a mixtape together. We go put another mixtape. And the money, the investment, time invested for me and him to be rap beefing with each other later on. Okay, that was it. That was over with. That was 20 years ago. We grown. We speak to each other.
Right.
It's like, dog, money wasted, and then I ain't have it like that. Dog, you're not even wasting your money. You got the big daddy check spending money. What are you upset about?
Exactly, bro. You could go. You could buy you another girlfriend, a new friend group, whatever the hell you want. Like, I don't understand it either. But if I could have changed anything about Iceman, I definitely would have had Drake doing some self reflecting. Like, yo, do you think it's cool that you just keep running through niggas bitches that you do business with? Ooh. Do you think it's cool that you be sitting up here trolling people that you used to deal with? Ooh. Rihanna. Yep, like or even what's baby girl name? Serena. Serena. You know what I'm saying?
Serena. You talked about Serena on there.
You trolling to her. You trolling her husband. These are very childish acts. I would definitely get Drake to stop being childish.
Yeah.
Drake
these are old relationships, bro. Yeah. These are relationships are like a decade old, bro.
Exactly.
You're still harping on this.
Exactly.
It says more about you than it does about them, bro.
Drake would
have
y'all
gonna have some owl chains in the lobby next week with all this spice y'all got going on.
I don't care. Hey, guess what? Guess what, bro? You know me. I would knock the feathers off all of them niggas.
Hey, look.
I don't care.
The bottom line is, I can see Drake playing the new Eddie Munster in the new Munster movie because he is straight bitch right now. He need to be calmed down. He need to go back to acting.
Yeah. I think that's best. Go back to acting.
What do we think about his shots at UMG and the lawsuit, where he's kind of alluding to the fact that he really won this situation? Like, he really got what he wanted.
Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna be all the way up front about this one. This is where we having a real conversation.
Yeah,
brother. Nobody bigger than the program.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the biggest problem going on, because he's still addressing Lucien, but he ain't addressing Lucien's boss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see, it's deeper than that. And it goes so deep down the rabbit hole. Even if he do get the $2 billion, he's still not in the elites. We in a day and time where you can be a billionaire and you not in the elites. You just got a bunch of money.
Yeah, that you can lose. Shout out to Kanye who taught us all that.
Yeah, definitely.
But my thing is, I think with the whole Lucien thing and the whole UMG thing, Drake better be careful, bro. The last two light skinned niggas that tried to fucking take over the game and be independent and buck the system, they ain't here no more.
They in the upper room.
Yeah, shout out to Terrence Howard. Go ahead.
Okay, and I think
I'm talking about Prince and Mike.
I know
this is a good time. This is a good time to address this though, because I always thought, now, like I said last week, this entertainment stuff is always set to sell prejudices to people, right?
Yeah.
And I think this nonsense went on so long because he was selling he was selling black folks the prejudices of what you stereotypically think of, fuckboy light skinned niggas.
Yep.
And that's why this shit slid so fucking long. And instead of fucking checking it like they used to back in the day, because remember, this shit got checked back in the day.
Yeah.
You wasn't getting no fucking 14-year run with this kind of shit.
Nah.
But it was a different time.
Yeah, I mean, Tekashi still walking around, you know what I'm saying, breathing. That wouldn't have happened back in the day. Yeah, somebody would have been took him out.
Here's the crazy part about him, though. I mean, I really wish he didn't go link up with them boys like that. I wish he would have just did his own thing and just rode his wave, did his own thing, like the Little Whites. Nothing wrong with the Little Whites. He did his thing. He had some of the dopest music on Hypnotize Mind.
Yeah, I like.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, Lil White was dope.
Nothing wrong with people doing their own thing and riding their lane, which is what Dog need to continue doing, and leave these fucking rap niggas alone.
Yeah,
leave them alone.
Yeah. Fuck it. I mean, Drake. I think he had lost 70 million listeners yesterday.
Damn.
70 million.
Holy shit. On Spotify?
Yeah, they're playing a different game,
70 million listeners gone.
They playing a different game.
Damn.
And
First of all, dropping 3 albums at the same time is ludicrous and damn sure too cocky for your own good.
And you know what?
Especially in today's market where the
Yeah.
algorithm running everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fiscally irresponsible
Drake was
because
nowhere
that,
on my timeline. Period.
Damn, for real.
None.
The only thing that popped up on my timeline was insults about the album.
The one that said they lost 70 million listeners, and that came from DJ Envy.
Yeah.
Reported. Other than that, I understand. If anybody ever been in the music business, you understand your fan base. They will drop your ass because they not dedicated to you. Mm-hmm. They got other people they can listen to, bro.
Yeah.
especially in today's game where it's no longer the intimate relationship with the artist and the listener where you're getting up physically going to the mall and investing time and physical money to get a physical product and put it in the disc and read you're
Yeah.
not getting that intimacy with the artist no more.
Not at all. But you got a person, he bitching and whining on his first 5 songs, and you like, man, I am sitting up here listening to a grown ass man cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do it, dog. I really just wish that he would have took that time and really got himself together, got the help that he needed and not getting all stupid and lusty about it, because I got an attractive therapist too. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. You can't take it serious because she's attractive.
Yeah.
Grow up, man, and learn to get some dick discipline. Like, that's crazy.
Well, I don't even know
some
about
guy
that, bro.
named
He fucked
some
his therapist.
Huh?
He wasn't fucking his
no
therapist.
Oh,
some
you
guy
no.
named Some guy named 1900 Rugrat said that
oh
he
yeah.
took that line from his album intro. He took
Wow.
those bars directly from his album intro. Y'all can look it up and say his name is
Yeah, I know what you're talking
100
about.
Rugrat,
He
and
signed 300.
he was in contact with Drake and some
They're
OVO
supposed to
people.
do some work. Yeah.
They were supposed to do some work,
Damn.
and but he took those bars apparently.
I mean,
But Drake, it sounds like Drake too. It sounds like it's right up his alley anyway. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
really
that's
does
what
apply to me,
I
so
thought
I
he
can really
actually
take
wrote
these
that.
bars. 'Cause,
Shit.
yeah, he
How
looks
about
like the
this?
type to
How
fuck his
about this?
therapist,
How
bro.
about this? Let's start going to SoundCloud and BandLab when we want to listen to rap, and just start listening to some of these
crazy.
underground guys. Let's start giving some of these guys a shot. I mean,
Yeah.
because if he putting an album out off of taking stuff from these little guys, let's start listening to them.
So I got a question. Do y'all think this helps Drake career going forward, or does it hurt it?
It
Hurt.
hurts.
It hurt.
It's hurting.
Career overall.
Overall, I think it's
Overall.
gonna
Well,
hurt.
if he lead a machine, he's not gonna be anything that he was, because in every artist that left the machine found out that you're not gonna be what it was, because now all of that overhead got to come out of pocket, and that overhead to promote yourself is a bitch.
I
You
think
know,
Drake. I
you
think Drake
won't
gonna
be at
fuck
the
around
level
it.
you were.
He gonna fuck around and be another. He gonna be a light skinned Adrian Broner,
Ooh, you said it.
and that's
Holy
if he.
shit.
And that's if he don't end up
Adrian
in. The,
Bronner fucked up.
I know. That's what Drake is gonna be. And if he not gonna be that, he going to the upper room.
The room.
Yep. Yep. That's
Don't put Adrian Bronner on Drake, bro. Please don't.
no.
Adrian fucked up, bro.
Hey man.
Adrian played
Hey.
himself,
Listen, dog. Every time you seen somebody personally fall from greatness, where were they at mentally? Where were they at? How did they look? Think about
That's your
it.
boy from Cleveland that played with LeBron.
Exactly. And that nigga. Hey, look.
That
Guess
nigga right
what?
there.
Guess what? And he fucked LeBron's mama. What that sound like to you? Who that sound like to you? Bingo.
Drake would try that shit too.
That's Drake. That's Drake in a
Try that
nutshell.
shit to get back at LeBron. Like, I'm gonna fuck your mom, bro.
Yeah.
But
You see
Drake,
what happened to
bro,
the last
Drake
dude
got
that
a
did
lot of
it?
healing. Yeah,
Yeah.
he got a lot of healing to do, bro. I don't think this hurts Drake's career because I think Drake is talking to a different audience. To
Keep
be
hope
honest,
alive,
he's
brother.
not
Keep
Gotcha.
talking.
hope alive.
He's not talking to us. So I think these younger kids, and they still ran to it. Listen, Spotify and Apple Music broke the night all these albums dropped. I couldn't. It was skipping. I couldn't listen to the whole thing all the way through. I had to wait to the next day to listen to the whole thing all the way through.
Wow.
But
Hey,
so and people still
hey,
ran
hey,
to it.
hey, Mel. My son 14. I looked over his shoulder on Saturday night. Him and
Mm.
his friends was talking about AZ album.
Your son might be an anomaly.
Yeah,
You
for
Mm-mm.
might be an
real.
anomaly, my guy.
He was in a chat. He was in a chat with like 14 classmates or people just adjacent to them. They were talking about AZ album.
I'm glad.
Wow.
I hope so.
I'm
I
glad
hope
because
so.
That's
Good
These
thing
dope.
hip
kids
hop
Yeah,
did
want to
that.
hear bars.
AZ album is fire anyway.
yeah, it is though.
Yeah.
And listen, yeah, I think this is gonna hurt his career. Mel, I'm glad you keeping hope alive, but I don't see it for Drake. Drake, he
I
had his
don't. I
shot.
don't.
He had
Yeah,
his
I don't
shot.
care either way. But
I
I
Yeah,
think
think
he gonna do his thing when he do his when he stick to Gangsta's Paradise, when he stick to Ghetto Jam. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you. I think would it be dope if I was with him. I would have had him rework Domino Ghetto Jam. He'd be dope re-singing it. He'd sound real good re-singing that song. Like
yeah.
for real, for real. The
He'll
West
sound.
Coast will fuck with it, and you know what I'm saying. They
Oh,
had told you is
wait.
about
Before we
yeah.
get up out of here, what do y'all think about Too Hard for the Radio?
I
Because
like Too Hard for the
you
Radio.
brought up West Coast, so it just made me think about him rapping over a West Coast beat. How did y'all feel about that song?
I really didn't probably didn't hear it. I ain't gonna lie.
Damn.
Listen, I tuned
I
out.
like it.
Drake just sound like a bitch through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
I'm keeping
Hey,
it 100. If I'm gonna keep it 100, it's 18 songs on here. 16 songs I can live with. No, 15 songs I can live with if I had to. The other, it's only three on here that absolutely don't need to be on there, and it's Lil Birdie, Don't Worry, and I think Burning Bridges. Only reason that's a good song because he poking fun. It's a troll to ASAP, but other than that, I couldn't listen to them all. If I had, if I'm in the car and I had to listen to those songs, I could sit with them. So Too Hard for the Radio, I think it's a good song. It's like a trolling song too, but it's not terrible. It's right up Drake's alley. I don't like all the beat switches on here. It's a lot of
Yeah,
beat
too many
switches
beat switches.
on
Yeah,
this
I forgot to
album.
mention that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You right.
lot of beat switches on this album, but I don't think they're bad. Like, bro, I really don't think they're terrible songs. But it's not a terrible album. This ain't the worst that Drake's done.
I didn't have
It's
her
not.
worse.
damn,
And you
not.
know what? I'll say this, and we could close out right here because we only got a minute left. Drake. You know what, sir or ma'am, whatever. Iceman is not your worst album. I'll give you that, and that's it. Thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate it, and we out of here, y'all. Indeed,
Damn. Hey, it get worse than that.
yes,
Yeah, it does.
it does.
It's
yeah,
worse.
it does. We out of here, y'all. Peace.
Cool.